Welcome back. So today we are going to discuss about we are going to implement a food and beverage system project with the help of the Azure. Okay. So simply the food and beverage systems, or you can take the example of KFC, Domino's, or any other big food beverage system companies. Okay, which are in and all over the world. Okay. We are making. They are previously. Let us consider the scenario. Previously, they are maintaining one database on-premise. I hope you will understand what is meant by cloud and on-premise. Okay, on-premise means you can take the example of our laptops or anything. Okay, cloud is nothing but very familiar cloud. You can take the example of Gmail, Google Drive, and all. One of the examples. So like that, they are maintaining a database on-premise. Suppose in India they are maintaining one database in India, America one database, Australia one database, like that. They are maintaining like that, but they need to transfer them to the cloud. Okay, they are make a plan to move or to migrate their existing data warehouse to the cloud. So you have to observe 2 points here. I am keep on saying the data warehouse. Data warehouse is nothing but a big database. Okay, a big database, nothing much difference. In generally, in a real world, there are two kinds of systems are available: OLTP and OLAP. Okay, I will tell you what is better. Just I will give the glimpse of those things. What is meant by OLTP and all. OLTP will target day-to-day transaction. Day-to-day transaction. Suppose if you look at any kind of food and beverage system, like example of KFC or Domino's, okay, day-to-day transaction and but orders and all. Okay, orders, product ratings, daily products uploading. These are called as a OLTP system. See, entirely a database itself. Database itself, they are changing the names regarding to the purpose of their work. And next one is the OLAP. OLAP is nothing but data warehouse. Okay, it's mainly target analysis purpose. The OLTP system are useful for day-to-day transaction, and OLAP system mainly for the analysis purpose. In the OLAP system, you can maintain 30 to 40 years of data. Why? Because it is a giant database, a very big database compared to the OLTP. OLTP is also a database. Let assume the OLTP is of 8 GB, then the OLAP would be the 2 TB. Same database. Okay. Or you can take previous Lenovo laptops of 1 TB and 2 TB. 1 TB as a OLTP, 2 TB as the OLAP. One of the examples like that you can consider. Okay. Now they are maintaining the on-premise data warehouse, and we need to migrate to the cloud, to the Azure. Okay. Okay. These are the glimpse of the OLTP and OLAP. Okay. OLTP is for day-to-day transaction. Okay. It's also a database, and OLAP is also a database, but it's a giant database. Like I said, previous example, OLTP, if the 8 GB RAM, 8 GB memory, then OLAP would be the 2 TB memory. Mainly the OLAP purpose is to analysis purpose. Based on that, you can take the examples, not only the food and beverage system, you can take the Rapido, Uber, Ola, everything. Okay, Zomato, Swiggy, and all. They are implementing a couple of new techniques month by month, week by week. That is all because of the analysis. They will get different data from the different regions. Based on the regions only, they will prepare the models. According to that models, they are going to implement like coupons, one of the best example. So there are 10 people there are 10 people. Okay, they all have the Zomato. Let us assume. Okay, out of 10 people, 2 people are regularly using the Zomato. Okay, and business environment, the business Zomato people thinks like, okay, he is the regular customer. We need to give the more coupon percentage to him compared to other 8 people. How they can get these kind of data? I mean, how they can implement these things means because of the data. Okay, they will track the orders, customer ID 101 or anything like that, 102, 103. Okay, he is ordered almost uh, 15 to 10 products in a month. Okay, so we have to decide if there is customer like those people, we need to encourage them by adding more and more coupons like that. Amazon's anything. Okay, you can relate that. They can do because of the analysis purpose. For the analysis purpose, they will utilize the OLAP. Okay, so that is the just a glimpse of the OLTP and OLAP. Okay, now today we are going to design a pipelines for transferring data from source to target. Okay. So in the real world, if you want to migrate any kind of things, here I am considering entire my source in a Gen 2 for a for a time being. Okay. Even it is in on-premise, it would be the same. We have to use the self-host integration runtime. Simple. Okay. Concept is same. Just a couple of things will change here and there that you can observe while you are practicing. So I will show the architecture, how it looks like. Okay. Give me a second. Here I am going to draw the things. Generally, when we are working with the projects in a real world, the ADF architecture, the architecture will looks like this. Source, Azure portal, destination. Okay. This is the architecture, how it is looks like in a single word. But when you go deeper into deeper, source, it may be a database or files or web or web clicks. Web clicks or nothing but whatever the data we are getting from the particular websites, okay, etc. These are the sources you can consider. And then now in Azure portal, or you can consider as Azure platform, okay, we need to design 3 to 4 layers here. Again, what is the layer means consider? Here we are going to consider the storage layer, ADLS. Okay. The first layer will say about staging. Okay. Staging is nothing but it act like a runway. It acts like a runway. So in generally in runway, the flights are not going to be stay there, right? They will just land it and take off. Will happen in runway. Similarly, we will take the data from the source and we will put it in a somewhere layer in Azure portal. Okay. In between, the staging layer will act as a runway or bridge you can consider as. Okay. Once of the staging layer will complete, the next layer is the raw layer. It have entire raw data. Entire raw data is nothing but whatever the data we have in the source, that the same thing will be in the raw container or raw layer. Okay. Next one is the silver. Here, whatever the data we are getting from the raw, we are going to apply a couple of transformations. A couple of transformations are nothing but deleting the duplicate data or handling with bad records. And if there is a large data set is there, we need to do a couple of repartition things and all. Okay, like the transformations. And the gold layer, here we have business use case data. Business use case data is nothing but a temporary views you can consider as. Suppose there is an insurance company is there, or you can relate to any kind of field you want, a food beverage system or anything, healthcare. Okay. Suppose let us consider there is a insurance company is there and they want to target or like they want age wise. I mean, you can consider as okay, age is perfect, fine. Age wise policies or categories wise policies in around India, in around Australia, like that. Okay, that's one of the use case. They want to get to know which sales manager or sales officer is working fine, working better than compared to others. You can take the Ultratech, okay, Ultratech Cement Company. Ultratech Cement Company have the sales officers and all right. Technical sales manager, TSM, uh, technical manager, TM. Okay, they are basically those are the technical designation names they will given to them. Okay, they are going to track for each quarterly what is the performance of the particular TSC in the Kadapa region, Kurnool region, Andhra region. Okay, in Hyderabad or in Bangalore, like that. Like those kind of business data will be there. And when we are talking about the online data warehouse, okay, uh, we'll come to that one in the next couple of seconds. Okay. Now in the destination, it may be anything. It may be again ADLS, Gen2, or it may be any database again. Okay. In our example, we are considering as a Azure SQL as a destination. Okay. Here it is a Azure SQL is a cloud data warehouse. Or you can consider the Snowflake. Snowflake is also one of the cloud data warehouse. Best one. Okay. Snowflake. So here I am concerned the Azure SQL. Okay. So our source is here is the files. Files is our source. Okay. And we are using the staging layer, raw layer, silver layer, and gold layer according to our convenient. And in the destination, we are using the Azure SQL or a Snowflake. So now our task is to, so I am making the videos into a couple of tasks. Okay. Task one, loading the data from source to stage, stage to raw layer. This is the task. Task two, loading data from raw to silver. Task three, silver to gold. Okay. Under task four, gold to cloud data warehouse. Okay. This is our task. So today we'll deal with the task one. Okay. Maybe it will take two or three videos. Okay, why? Because it has only 45 minutes of time. Okay. Anyway, completely we'll focus on the task one today. Okay. Now, let us look at here. Okay. Loading the data from source to staging layer and then to raw layer. Okay. When it comes to loading, basically there are two types of loads, full load and incremental load. Okay. Okay. I know what I hope you know the basic understanding of the full load and incremental load, right? Full load is nothing but whatever the data, whatever we are getting. Let us take the example. Okay, let us consider here. Getting exact definition. Okay, no, don't worry. Okay, incremental loading is nothing but whatever the data we are getting daily on basis. Suppose let us take the orders. Orders in the orders you may have get 100 orders per day today. Tomorrow you will get 2000. Day after tomorrow you will get 3000. Like that, continuous orders day to day will be increased, right? Those are called as an incremental loading. So for that one, what we are going to do means let us take the day wise. Okay, day 100 records, day 2 2000 records. Let's 200. Day 3 again 300. Okay, total we have in and all aggregate 600 records are there. So day 1 we will load the 100 records, and the day 2 we will load the remaining 100 records or 200 records, like from 101 to 199 or 200, like that. Why? Because those are the new records. In the incremental load, we are going to target the new records. Okay. In the full load, we are not going to worry about the new records and the old records. We are completely loading that file or the records. Okay. So in a nutshell, full load data will go into overwrite. Okay. In the incremental load, data will be append. So in our example actually, okay. So in the storage account, we have the couple of containers: source, staging, raw, silver. Okay, gold is not added. We are going to add that one also, not a problem. So when you look at the source, this is the full load folder. See, by seeing the files, we can observe which files should be an full load and which files should be an incremental load. Anyway, when you are working with the project, you will get entire idea from the client. Okay, according to the client wish, we can proceed. So coupons, employees, product ratings, products, regions, stores. Okay, these are the CSV files we are considering as a full load. Why? Because we cannot expect the employees going to be increased day by day. Yes, of course they will increase at some point of time, later after 2 months or 3 months. Okay, product rating is not the valid file here. Okay, we have to delete that one. So please make a note of that. This is not a valid one. Okay, you can delete this one. Products, okay, products are also not going to be increased day by day. Of course, they will increase at some point of time, maybe decrease at some point of time. Reasons are nothing but Hyderabad, Telangana region, Asian region, African region. Okay, like that. Store are nothing but if you consider the KFC at Miapur, KFC in Amirpet. Okay, KFC in Nijampet, KFC near JNTU. Okay, those are the stores. Okay, I will show the data how it is going to be present in the stores. I will show. See here. Employees, employee ID, first name, last name, date of birth, address, entry date. Entry date is nothing but the record at what time the record has been entered into the OLTP system. Okay. Of course, they may join in 2021, but later on they updated and they're maintaining a database instead of the Excel sheet, and they can put as entry date. Store. If you look at this, you will get an ID. Store name. This is the Karam Dosa. Okay, the store name. Store mobile number, entry date, and the region ID. Region 1, Asia region. Kadapa, region ID R1. Region name is Asia. City, Kadapa. location, state, country, zip, entry date. Region ID R2, Asia, Hyderabad, Pragati Nagar, Hightech City, Ameerpet, Bangalore, Chennai, like that. Okay, entirely in the Asian region, like that. And coupons, coupon ID, 101 or anything. Okay, descriptive coupon name, First John Republic. Description say up to 15% on each product, valid from and valid to. Okay, from which date onwards it is going to be valid and when it's going to be that coupon expires. Okay, like this is the data we have in the full load. Okay, for this we are going to design a full load pipeline. In a previous video, I have shown the full load pipelines, right? I uploaded a videos on those things on full load and incremental. There, what we discussed, okay, we'll create. These are the steps for full load. Full load steps. First one is a configuration file or table. Second one, lookup activity. Lookup activity. Third one, for each activity. Inside for each, we'll use the copy data activity. Okay, and then we'll use the logical apps. Logical apps and blocks. Okay, so these are in the previous video I stopped up to here only. Okay, but these two are the add-ons for us, logs and logical apps. Logical apps are nothing but we can, if the pipeline failure, we can send a mail to the suitable person. Okay, maybe at working at source side or maybe at any other side. Maybe he is maybe a developer or he may be anyone. And the logs are nothing but successful logs. I mean, how much data is written, how much data execution time, how much it is taken, execution status, either is fail or pause, like that. Okay. So this is the container for us. SRC is the container in the ADLS Gen2. Okay. And in that container, we have the folder in the name of full load. Okay. These all are the files: coupon, CS, coupon, employees, product, regions, and stores. Okay. Now we need to create a configuration table. Before that, I will show how it is. So this is our online data warehouse. Like I mentioned, right? This KD coupon dot dimensions. Data warehouse is nothing but it's all about the dimensions and facts. Okay. In the OLTP, I will just give the again a glimpse of OLTP, how the data would be like that. Or else, choose. Okay. This is the model. This is the data warehouse model. For that, we need to develop. Okay. Employees dimensions in data warehouse in OLAP. The table data are nothing but data dimensions and facts. Dimensions will deal the description. Who ordered, when ordered, like that. Like those kind of questions is going to be answered in the dimension. Fact table or nothing but the business use case, or what do I say? Business use case numeric data like sales amount, quantity, discount. Okay, like that one. Okay, you can also add the price, but what happened means at some point of time price may increase or price may decrease, right? So based on that consideration, I taken the unit price in the product dimension. Like that. Okay. This is the model. Data warehouse model has been developed in the Azure SQL. So kd.coupon dimension, kd.customer dimension, kd.date dimension, employee dimension. Okay, these are the data warehouse tables already created by the data warehouse team. Okay, I will show you. Select from kd. In this dimension table, data is the denormalized. Okay, in OLTP, data is the normalized. Okay, employee key, employee ID, first name, last name, gender, address, street, last updated date, created date, effective start date, and effective end date. These are the 4 additional columns: effective end date, start date, created date, last updated date has been added to the each and every dimension table. Last updated date means who updated this table at what time. Created date, when it is created. Effective start date and effective end date will comes in the slowly changing dimension concepts, especially in database. Slowly changing dimension concepts are nothing but you can take this as a price. Like I mentioned previously before, price at some point of time may increase or decrease. It will take some time, not immediately, not by tomorrow. It will take some time, right? That is one of the example for slow change in dimension. And also, if there is any female employees there, at some point of time later on she got married and her first and her last name is going to be changed, or this address is going to be changed. Okay. At some point of time, the product name, store location will change. Okay. Store mobile number is also going to be changed. These are the slowly changing dimensions. Okay. So the data warehouse team already created the dimension tables. For these dimension tables, we have to design a pipeline so that it will take the data from the source. After all, applying couple of transformations and all, it has to fill in these dimension tables. Okay. So this is the configuration table I created. Okay. In the previous 2 videos, I have shown how to create them. Okay. Identity source container. Here the source container is the SRC. Source folder full load. Okay. Source file name. Suppose it may be employees.csv, like that. Destination container. Where is our destination? It is the stage. Staging is the destination container name. Destination folder, employees. Destination file name, employees.csv, like that. Okay. Okay. Now we need to insert the data into this one in a full load config table. Okay. SRC container. What is our container name? SRC. Copy this one. SRC container completed. Okay. Now SRC folder. What is the folder in there? Full load. Copy. Paste. File name. So file name. Open.csv. Destination container is the staging. Okay. Staging. So destination folder is the again with the name of the file name or table name. Destination file name is also the same. Open.6. Okay. Like this, we need to implement remaining things also. Now, opening has been completed. The next file is employees.csv. For any project, the architecture would be the same, but the naming convention would be different. Okay. Yeah. Wonderful. Now employees completed. The next one is the products. Okay. Product rating is the unnecessary file has been uploaded. Okay. Nothing is there. Products.csv completed. Okay. Products. And then next one is the regions. Okay. Regions completed. And the last one is the store. All right. Now all the full load file detail has been uploaded in this configuration table. Okay. And we are going to make use of this. Okay. Just a second. Okay. So okay, for our project, we are going to set up the Git repository. Okay. So set up the code repository. I will show you where we have to set up it. Go to manage section. Okay. In the manage section, set up the Git repository. Already one is there. Okay. I need to disconnect them. Enter your data factory name. Money. Stamps. I will configure the Git. Okay, go to select the repository type as the GitHub. Repository owner, give your name. Name. And then select the repository name. Okay. Yes. We'll open here. Okay. I'll create a new repository for this one. Click on new repository. I'm going to say ADS. Add readme as a file. Okay. And then create a repository. This main is nothing but a master branch. So in a real world project, you are not the single developer who is working on the entire project. They may involve a couple of team members, right? 2 or 3 developers, 2 or 3 testers, and the support team is there to handle that errors at production level. So this main branch will be act as a collaboration branch for the remaining environment in the project. Suppose the testing team is there. They need to test our data. For that, they have to take the entire code from the main branch. Now you are a developer. You are developing something. Okay. And another developer is also there. He is also developing something. So whatever the code you developed, that has to be put it in a main branch. Okay. For you, it may be name it as a developer 1 working branch, for other person developer 2 working branch. Okay. Those are the working branches. There you need to develop the code and you need to pull the request to the main branch or the master branch. Then the remaining environments, testing team, production team will take the code, whatever you written in the main branch. Okay, from the main branch. Like that. Oh, go to here. Go back. File 1 is the owner name. Continue. ADS. Collaboration branch, always put it as a main or master branch. Click on apply. Now working branch. I am going to create a new branch like I am going to say developer 1. Developer 1. Okay. Now the GitHub has been successfully configured. The next thing is we need to create a couple of linked services. Okay. Previously these are there. I am going to delete each and everything, and we'll start from the fresh. We'll create a new linked service. First one was for the Gen2. So I'm going to say storage folder. Store the account name, Karan Rosa. Text a connection. Great. Create. So it is going to show as a data factory cannot store the credentials in a Git repository or like that only. Okay. It is going to say we are attached the GitHub, right? So whatever the linked services, whatever the data services we are going to create, that will automatically publish to the cloud. That is nothing but Git. Okay. Now we'll create another linked service for the Azure SQL. Azure SQL database one, fine. Free trial, server name, database name, orders. Use the SQL authentication. Server username. Just a minute. Username. Username. This is the order database what we created. I forgot the username. I have not recollecting. Let me check here. Go to query or editor. Money admin. Okay. This is the username. That's the connection. Create. Fine. And the next step is we need to create a data sets. Okay. So we'll add a new folder called as case data sets. Or else we'll do one thing. Whatever the data set related to source, we'll keep in one folder. Okay. Whatever the data sets related to the destination, we'll keep in another folder so that it will going to avoid the confuse. SRC data sets. Okay. We'll create another new folder called as DS target DS. In the source dataset, we are going to create a couple of datasets for the sources. First one, select the Azure Gen2. We have all CSV files. Click on this one. Continue. And name it as SRC, SRC files. Okay. Link service is the storage account we create. First row as header. And we need to post the values, right? That is going to post dynamically. Okay, from the config table what we created. Click on OK. Add parameters for that one. You're going to say source container. Next one. SRC folder. SRC fine. Go to connection. Add dynamic content. SRC container. Directory is nothing but a folder. And SRC file name. SRC file. It's fine. Now save it. Create another dataset. Again, select the Gen2. Oh, no Gen2. Okay. Create another dataset for the configuration table what we created. Okay. Let's say config full load. Okay. Config full load. Okay. That's fine. Now we'll create another dataset in the target DS folder. What is the name? Say SRC target. Okay. SRC target. Storage account. First row has header. That's fine. And we are going to pass the values dynamically. Go to parameters. Add parameters like destination container. Okay. Next one. Destination folder. Next. Destination file. Okay. In this case, the destination container would be the staging. Okay. Destination folder would be the whatever the file name. Okay. Destination. Okay. Now we are good with the dataset. Now it's time to create the pipelines. So we'll create a new folder. Okay. Let's say full load. SRC to stage. Okay. So what are the pipelines which is taking the data from the source to stage? We are put it in a one folder. Next, what would be the another folder? Full load stage to raw. Okay. Next, we'll create another folder. Let us say execute full load. Okay. Execute full load. Now, first one is the source to stage. Okay. In the full load, in this folder, full load source to stage, we are going to create our first pipeline. Now, let's name it as full load all. Okay. Full load all is not present and nothing but we are loading all the files at a time. So let's take the lookup activity. rename it for lookup for config full load. Okay. So we are going to add the source dataset. Here the source dataset is nothing but configuration full load table. Okay. Uncheck this box. You can write it as a query or you can keep it as a table, nothing to worry. Okay. You can write a query. What would be the query? This one. Okay. Copy. Paste it down here. Okay. Save all. Okay. Debug. Now you can ask the question, sir, I want only for the employees file, employees pipeline. Now separately. Now I want employee or coupon file separately. Okay. Means I want each and every pipeline for each and every file. Then it would be a simple. Okay. You can write a query like cell star from config table where ID equal to 1. Then it would be the coupon. Where ID equal to 2. Then it would be the employees. Like that, you have to write a query and put it in the lookup. The reason why I'm doing each and everything in a single, it's again, it's up to the team what you're working on. It's up to the data, how much data you're getting. If the data is relatively small, then it's best to have everything in one pipeline. Right? Because one pipeline can have the multiple triggers. Okay, for one pipeline, you can add a schedule trigger, you can add an event trigger, you can add a tumbling trigger. Okay, multiple triggers. So we are making the advantage of that one. Let's success. Check the output. Okay, copy to clipboard. Always maintain a notepad. It's better for us. Okay. This is the lookup data. Now lookup completed. I want to iterate each and every file in the lookup then for each activity. Now settings. Sequential is nothing but one by one. Okay, if the employees table completed, coupon will come. Coupon completed, store will come like that. Batch count is not in time at a time all the files. If you have suppose 30 files in the ADLS, 30 files will come as one batch. The maximum batch count is the 50, means 50 files in one batch. If suppose there are 100 files out there, 50 will be in one batch and next 50 will be the another batch. Okay. Click on items, add dynamic content. Okay. Lookup output dot value. Inside the activity, just keep the wait activity for now, for a sec. Okay. And then save all. Now debug it for checking purpose. Once after debugging, we are going to see how to raise a request or how we can match this pipeline code into the master branch or main branch. Okay. Yeah, successful. Now, this is the developer branch I am working on. Open this, click on create pull request. Okay. You will translate to you will transfer to the Git configuration portal. Okay. Click on this, create pull request. You can write whatever you want, or write the full load pipeline, and then create pull request. Generally, in project level, the superior person who is working in a team, maybe he is a team leader or he may be a tech lead. Okay, they are going to accept this one. Okay, match pull request. Okay, For our practice, you are the tester, you are the production support people, you are the team leader, and you are the developer. Okay, for this video. So click on the merge pull request and click on. Now the TL person who is going to there, who is there, he is going to confirm the merge request. Then whatever the pipelines you created, that will transfer to the master or main branch. You can go here, ADS. Okay. So go to pipelines, full load.json. Okay, this is the pipeline we created in a working branch and has been deposited in the main branch. Okay. Now I will show in the data factory to go to main branch. Okay. So these are the folders I created in a working branch, not in a main branch. But once I pulled request, okay, I matched the code, whatever I written in a working branch, then to the main branch, automatically whatever the files, automatically whatever data sets you created in a working branch, that will transfer to the main branch. Okay. So from here in the main branch, if you click on publish, okay, what will happen means, I will show you. Once you click on publish in the main branch, it will transfer to the data factory live mode. Means, yeah, switch to live mode. Okay. This live mode is nothing but a live server. You can ask. Okay. Right. Go to configuration. How much time will still left? Okay. Come back to working branch. And we are going to use the copy data activity. This one. Copy data activity. Source. Source would be the SRC files. SRC container. What is our SRC container? We are getting from the configuration table, right? For each item dot SRC container. Fine. Source folder. Item dot SRC underscore folder. Now source file name. Item dot SRC file. Okay. And we are good to go. Always select the wildcard path. Okay. Okay. So here you can going to add store.csv. Right. For the sync. Sync data set is nothing but SRC target. What is our destination container? It's a staging, right? Destination. Go back to text pad. This is the thing you have to go. Destination container. Destination folder. So I want to be like with the date format. Concat item dot destination folder. Okay. Comma UTC now. So the data will be in the date and time format. Year, one destination file item dot copy item dot destination. Go to settings, and this is the maximum data integration unit. You can rename. Okay, you can put up to 8. So that what will happen is data transfer would be the faster. Okay, let's see. Save all. Let's continue. This is the source. Full load. Delete this one. Product ratings. We don't need. Where is our pipeline? Now debug our pipeline. Some of the pipelines has been failed. Success. Okay. Now we'll check it out there. Staging. Go to staging. Yeah, coupon with the date. Coupon.csv. Check the data once again inside it. So data has been mismatched. Check the employees. Edit. Okay. If you clearly observe the employees data, and now we have in the inside the employees data, we have the stored data. That is the issue what we got. In the next video, we are going to see how to resolve this issue.